He's a handsome bastard.
Why you gotta say that on camera?
He's a handsome bastard. Ben,
we need some the clock again.
Oh, Ben's getting yelled at.
He's not getting yelled at.
No, I agree.
The clock.
No, I got you. No, I was like, oh, he's a good-looking guy.
Yeah, he's a
I've
handsome
never
bastard.
you've never said that on an episode.
Yeah, we haven't had a handsome bastard on before.
He's gonna think you're into him.
No, I'm definitely not into him. It is June though, so happy Pride Month, everybody.
All right. Before we get sidetracked, let's talk about the breaking news. Tom Thibodeau getting let go from the Knicks.
Fuck him.
Well, yeah.
Fuck his Knicks.
Well, yeah. Fuck him and fuck the Knicks. But like, who are they? I don't think getting a new coach solves their problem.
Yes, it does. Well, it doesn't solve the problem. I still don't think that they're a going to win the NBA Finals team. But I mean, you know exactly what you were getting with Tibbs. You were getting 50 to 60 wins. You were getting a playoff berth, and that was it. It was on. I mean, let's be real. The Knicks got to the Eastern Conference Finals through luck this year. What do you mean,
They were
You're
up
the one that was like
2-0.
sucking the Celtics off left and right all the way
You're
up to the
the
playoffs.
Celtics fan.
Yeah, and you were necking them. So what do you mean, It's luck.
All right, whatever.
It's
fuck
luck.
the Knicks.
I'm pumped that he's fired. I couldn't stand watching him on the sidelines.
Dude, he looks like the Penguin.
Yeah, ugly motherfucker.
He
dude.
literally.
Just-
You know he's like 67.
Oh,
He's fucking
disgusting. Disgusting.
old. But I don't even know who they've like thought of as replacement options. I don't even know who's fucking out there.
If Doc Rivers can keep getting hired, then Tibbs will be fine. He'll find a job somewhere.
No, he should still get a job. I'm saying for the Knicks to hire. Like,
Yeah.
what, I don't even know what they're looking at. I haven't even looked at the news.
I mean, it broke 5 minutes before we started.
Yeah. But I still don't think. My opinion is they had their chance this year, the Knicks, and that they're not like, regardless of the coach, unless they get like Kevin Durant. I think that pushes them over the top for me.
I mean, yeah, but what would they have to give up to get him?
Get rid of Karl Anthony Towns.
That's not. You're gonna have to give up much more than Cat for
Give
KD.
up fucking Hart. Who gives a fuck?
I don't know if they're gonna do all that.
Give up Precious Achua. I don't know. They got some rando ass guys. Fuck Knicks fans though. Overall, we'll talk about that a little bit later. But great guest Chad today, Bookie Bandit. That was awesome. To start off today, very trending topic. Wanted to get your opinion on this. Frank Ragnow, the Lions center, and then David Andrews from your Pats, both retired about like 29, I think 30 each of them. Seems like they're way too young. I mean, you got Trent Williams playing, he's like 35 as a left tackle. What are your thoughts on just these guys retiring when they, still probably could have a couple of years left here?
Call it a career. They're happy. They're happy with where they're at.
Frank Ragnow went the Lions. Why are you retiring? You got a chance to win the Super Bowl.
He's happy. He's content.
All right. Well, I'm sure you're sad, David Andrews. He won
I
two
mean, yeah,
Super
he
Bowls.
was a pimp. He's a pimp. I loved him back with my Brady era. But yeah, no, I mean, I loved watching him. One of my favorite memories ever was watching him lead block and pump Rex Burkhead into the end zone against the Chiefs.
Oh yeah.
And he ran
sick.
along the end zone waving goodbye to the Chiefs fans in the AFC Championship game.
I
What was
remember
that?
that.
I think 18.
It was like 19, something like that.
It was like a below freezing game. That was one of my
Was that the
core
overtime
memories.
game?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Before they changed the rule. No, it'll be interesting. I think it's a big loss for the Lions, though. I mean, I've been looking into offensive lines. I think it's a big thing for betting, and we're going to focus a lot more on videos and content around that. But I mean, he was their starting center, all pro. Like, that's going to be a huge loss for the Lions,
Yeah,
I think.
Absolutely.
Along with them losing both coordinators, but that's a whole other thing there. Next up, Stanley Cup. I don't want to dive into it too much, but obviously the local team that we live by down here, the Panthers, rematch against the Oilers here. My thoughts on this are, regardless of who wins, that McDavid's going to win the Conor Smythe trophy as the best player back-to-back. Even if they lose, I think he'll win it again.
I mean, yeah, he might, but it all depends on how the series goes. I mean, are you just saying that because he's the best player in the league?
I'm just saying that because the Panthers are just so well balanced that I just think regardless, even if they win, even if it's 6 games, I think he's such a dominant player. I mean, that's the reason they have him and Draisaitl. Those are the two best guys. But that's my bold prediction, that he's going to win it regardless. Even if the series goes 6, I think he'll win it.
Fair enough. I mean, last year it was down 3-0 and came back and brought it to 7. And
I mean,
lost the
he
heartbreaker.
did dog shit the first couple games. But yeah, I mean, everybody who talks about him, I'm not a big hockey guy, but just that he's like that good. And,
yeah, he's a beast. He's an absolute beast. There's a reason that the Oilers are back in the finals again.
But the weird thing is, he only plays a third of the game. That's how it works in hockey.
Yeah, it's hockey.
Yeah, so it's tough. Like, the Panthers have the more balanced team, but I know you don't want the Panthers to win.
being down here there's a lot. It's any area you go to. It's just there's a lot of fake sports fans, and the Panthers get hot, and all of a sudden everybody cares about them. So it's just like, I don't know. I also do want to see Connor McDavid win one while he's
in his
playing.
prime.
And well, prime or not, I just want him to get a ring. I mean, it took Ovi over a decade and a half to get one.
He's doing one more year.
Yeah, and he actually came out and made the Capitals retract their statement. The Caps sent out.
Oh yeah, I know they sent that out.
Sent out a this will be Ovi's last year to season ticket holders, and he came out and was like, "Yeah, no, retract that."
Would if you were like a top athlete, would you want to go on like a farewell tour or like not say anything?
I don't know. I mean, he's gonna get a farewell tour, and he deserves one. I think if you're a legend, some of these guys that get farewell tours don't deserve one.
But like LeBron, do you think he should do it or just not tell people and then at the end of the year be like, "I'm done"? I feel like he will.
I think LeBron's
he's gonna do
ego. LeBron's ego is so big, he's gonna do the farewell tour and all that.
I think he's got 2 more years. I think LeBron's.
I don't know or care.
I know you hate LeBron.
I can't stand him. But Ovi, I mean, I know he does want to play a few more years back home in Russia. He said he wants to finish.
He's like 40. That's crazy.
Yeah, he wants to actually officially finish his hockey career playing, back home in Russia. So we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, I mean, back to the finals. I would like to see Connor McDavid get one. I saw a post the other day. Might have been from like Bleacher Report, Open Ice, or someone. It was talking about how the history does not bode well for the Panthers. Like Gretzky lost his first finals appearance, and then the next year rematched the team and won. Crosby lost his first finals appearance. Next year, rematched the team and won.
Oh, okay.
So like it's there was a third one too. I forget who the player was, but it's these famous legendary NHL guys who lose their first finals appearances and rematch the team in the second year and get the win in the second one.
I think the big thing for the Panthers that I've been reading up on is just that they have a lot more depth. The Oilers' best 2 players are better than the Panthers, but like the third line and just how it works in hockey, especially the Panthers picked up Seth Jones, who's been nasty. So don't want to turn this into a whole hockey thing. But going to the other finals, NBA finals, I mean, in my opinion, this is going to be a fucking worst ratings that are ever going to get. I think the NBA finals need to be the worst. Indiana and Oklahoma City, who the fuck is going to watch this? No random fans really are going to care.
Yeah, but how many random fans were caring about basically any of these Western Conference playoffs? How many random fans were tuning in?
You mean like Oklahoma City, Minnesota? I mean, Ant Edwards at least is a star.
Yeah, you don't think SGA is a star?
He is a superstar, but he's not that name brand like,
Not yet. But I mean, out of who was a superstar?
LeBron and Steph. Those are the 2 guys.
I was going to
left.
say left in the playoffs.
Yeah.
There wasn't many. You would have to have Jason Tatum.
I mean, I just don't think anybody gives a shit about the final. This would be awful.
I agree.
This is really bad for the league.
Unless you get a New York sports team, a Boston sports team, or one of the
LA.
huge, LA. It's not gonna.
I mean, but even last year with the finals, Dallas.
Yeah.
I mean, you had Luka. He's a superstar.
Yeah.
And they got killed. And Boston's a big brand. This year, it's nothing. I think it's gonna be the worst ratings we've ever had. That's my prediction.
Ratings or not, hopefully the bets go the house's way.
Who do you think's gonna win the series?
Thunder.
How many games?
I like 5, but I'll give the Pacers.
I'm gonna
6.
go Thunder and 5 plus 210. That's my bet for the series.
Well, I like 5, but I'll give the Pacers 6.
I think I wouldn't be shocked if the Pacers split in Oklahoma City
That's
and
what
then
I'm saying.
lose
I
2
mean,
at home.
But if they have any chance of splitting in OKC, they need Halliburton to turn it back on.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, those final 2 games, what was he doing?
Well, I will say the experience, especially with Siakam having won one and then Rick Carlisle, I think they'll get one. But Oklahoma City is just... It's crazy how many draft picks and what they've done. Like, remember when they had Durant and all that, and now what they've moved to? It's impressive what they're doing in that small market. I mean, they sell out the arena and all that. I'll throw it on. Do I really care that much? No. If it was Celtics Lakers this year, I mean, the ratings would be.
Oh, of course. I mean, that's one of the best rivalries in all of sports.
But even if it was Celtics Warriors, you get Steph. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's the European guys of the NBA are just not even European. Shea and Halliburton aren't even European. So it's just 2 small markets. Hopefully we get a decent series. So that's it for the NBA Finals. That's my prediction. Thunder in 5s. But wanted to dive into, Matt, a little bit on the sportsbook side, your favorite subject here. We were talking with the bookie bandit about like payouts and stuff. How does someone who's new to betting, especially both onshore and offshore, how does someone guarantee like a payout on FanDuel, DraftKings versus like guaranteeing a payout on an offshore book?
That question made no sense to me.
Really?
Yeah, 0 sense. How does one guarantee?
Like if you put your money into FanDuel or you bet through a bookie, how do you know you're gonna get are the odds the same of you getting paid out?
No.
You think that FanDuel and DraftKings will actually pay you out more than a random bookie?
Well, I have been stiffed by a bookie. I've never been stiffed by FanDuel or DraftKings.
Well, I mean, Hard Rock did that whole thing with me last year.
They didn't stiff you.
They've stiffed some people.
Who have they stiffed?
Beating the bookie. I'm showing you that thing that he got stiffed.
They point blank did not pay him.
They did not pay him, yes. That's why he hates them.
I need to see that again.
I'll show you it again.
Because that's honestly unheard of. Like, that is the one thing. Like, that's why these sharp group and syndicate groups love betting on the onshores when they can get someone to give them up. Like, yeah, you cook your onshores and you cook all your legals, but you can make a quick, I don't know, 50, 100 grand, and you're going to get paid because it's an automatic payout. If the bet hits, you get paid. So I'm very intrigued to see this Hard Rock part. But yeah, that was a weird question.
Sorry.
You random bookies can and will stiff you, definitely.
Yeah.
That's why it's so important to find a good one and a good quality one that has backing and can afford to be a bookie.
Well, speaking of the term sharp betting is thrown around in this industry a lot. What is your opinion or definition of sharp betting, and should people blindly follow somebody who's a sharp?
No, you should not blindly follow a sharp. A sharp bet is simply getting good value for a bet. It does not mean it's going to win. It does not mean it has a higher probability of winning. It is just simply, I got on Tuesday morning when the NFL lines opened up, or Monday, whatever, and Pats Jets over under was 52.
Yeah.
And I took the under, and at kickoff, that bet is now over under is 48. You beat the line by 4 points. You have a sharp bet. Now, does that mean that your over under is going to hit? No. Just means you got a sharp bet.
Yeah. Got the line before it moved.
I mean, I'm very, very connected with sharps and legitimate sharps and line movers and originators. And I mean, even world famous poker players like Phil Ivey. He is a huge sharp player in the sports betting space. Routinely, that guy is dumping hundreds of thousands of dollars a week on sharp plays. It's good value plays, but still losing. Again, there is no such thing as a guaranteed winner.
Yeah.
If you got one, then it's probably insider info, and please hit me up.
Well, that is true. There are, especially in college, there's a lot of insider stuff that'll never change. For that,
you get some college schmuck into his bookie for like 25, 50K. Can't afford it. Just shave some points real quick.
Speaking of, what ever happened with Otani's interpreter? Anything ended up happening there with him?
The face of the MLB, bro. Swept it under the rug. He's the face of the league. What would happen if Patrick Mahomes had a steroid test come back positive? They're sweeping that shit.
Yeah, they should.
They are
and as they should, because he is the best quarterback in the league.
He sucks.
What do you mean he sucks? You think they're gonna make the playoffs?
The Chiefs?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's been some talk.
They're gonna make
sports.
the playoffs.
Colin Cowherd.
They have a very easy division. They're gonna make the playoffs.
Easy division? What are you smoking? What the fuck?
Go off on their division, Simon.
Really?
Tell me why they're
Ben,
so good.
You want me to go off on it?
Tell me why their division is so good.
All right. First of all, the coaches in that fucking division. Are you kidding me?
Tell me about the division.
Do you know the coaches in the division? You do know the coaches.
Yes.
Harbaugh, Pete Carroll, and fucking Sean Payton. The Broncos were in the playoffs last year, and they're just getting better. They had a rookie quarterback. The Chargers, their O-line was a mess in that playoff game, but they're still going to be right there. And the Raiders improved significantly just with the coach getting a fucking running back and their quarterback play. So
Raiders are going to be sub 500.
It's 7-10 or 8-9 maybe.
So that's not making the playoffs.
No,
So
but the three other teams I see as,
Who are you taking to win the division? You have to pick a bet.
Chargers.
That's a bad bet.
All right, fine.
I mean, it might be a good value bet, but it's a bad. I mean, again, you know in your heart that the team that will likely win that division.
The Chiefs went 12-0 in one possession games. Like that's not happening this year. It's not happening.
Really, just like the Celtics, we're going to win the finals.
All right. Well, you have no hot takes or no takes at all. So until you start.
That's why you don't bet with your heart, buddy.
Well, I've been watching the stupid Patriots thing, so getting into them, they're going to be good this year.
They'll be decent.
They'll be solid. All right. Well, diving briefly into just some hot topics here. Madden 26 cover. I know you don't give two fucks about Madden, but I am hoping that Saquon gets the Madden curse this year. I hate the fucking Eagles, as everybody knows with me. And it was cool that he did the photo from the Jaguars game, whatever, but fuck Saquon. That's all I have to say about Madden. So we can maybe clip that or whatever. I know you don't want to talk about it. But another thing, Masters, the ticket lottery came out. I know you're big. That was on your bucket list of items. Same with me here, of events we want to attend. Do you know what the price is per day if you actually get it through that?
No.
$160. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
So you got that and the food being cheap. I mean, why aren't more events doing this? Why is this fucking event-driven culture so greedy in this country? Super Bowl's fucking...
because of celebrities and stuff, man. I mean, you got, the fuck's that loser's name? Timothy Chalamet or whatever, sitting courtside with Jenner. Dude doesn't show up to one Knicks game all year. Playoffs roll around.
Wait, are they dating?
Yeah. And he's like dapping up Cat and shit. Like, dude, like, I don't know. I mean, again, like, I was talking with one of my boys back home. He's a huge Knicks fan. And he was making fun of the entire celebrity courtside row. Like, the only one who actually, and I can't stand him.
Spike?
Yes, but deserves to be there is Spike.
Yeah, that was like with the Lakers. Jack Nicholson always goes, even if they're shitty. Like, there's certain fans that are, but yeah, then you get the bandwagon. It's like, Chalamet is probably not showing up to a single fucking regular season.
He's a fucking loser.
Is he? He's a pretty good actor, though.
I know he is.
And he's dating Kylie Jenner.
Yeah, well.
I didn't even know they were fucking.
Jesus. I mean, yeah.
Maybe they're not.
They're dating. They're probably
He's probably going
cracking.
to Diddy parties. But Matt, we got a new segment here. Speaking of, our intern actually came up with it. Podium picks. We've talked about this before a little bit. You definitely didn't read the doc, so it's fine. You're going into this blind, which will be good. Well, this is the first part of the segment. We'll be doing this every week. But we've talked about this. We kind of just shit on Knicks fans. Your top 3 worst sports fans, you could pick every sport.
Huh?
Top 3 like worst like fans that you fucking hate. Like you think like
Okay,
I don't like
number one,
Eagles.
It's New York sports fans. Any New York sports team besides the Mets.
Okay, they're number 1.
No,
pick.
I can't stand them. I will fucking always die on that hill.
Okay,
like I only support. The only reason that I support the Mets is because I'm a Red Sox fan, and when the Mets do well, it makes Yankee fans mad. And I just don't attribute the Mets to being like an actual New York sports team, even though they are. So every New York sports team besides the Mets.
Number 1. That's your number 1 pick, though. The top out of
Yeah, I can't stand them the most.
Okay.
It's funny because I want to hate Philly fans, but 9 times out of 10, same type of thing. When the Philly sports do well, it pisses off New York sports fans, which makes me happy. So it's like, do I hate the fandom? Yes. Philly fans are definitely on the more piece of shit side of sports, but I also love how much it pisses New York sports fans off. So I'll give them like the number 2 or number 3 spot, either or, just because I don't like when they like throw batteries at people and shit, but like, or like throw garbage at people. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. I don't know. I have a weird thing there. Again, all this goes back to just me hating New York sports, New York.
You got to name one more.
I don't know, dude. I don't care about enough sports fans that much. Just literally just New York. I guess, I don't know.
What about LA?
No, I don't really. What does LA do to me?
Nothing.
They're just the Lakers.
We're going out there this month, though.
I know.
So very excited.
I'm excited.
Wow, just 2.
I mean, yeah, I don't really have a hatred. I mean, I guess as a Pats fan, like the Bills, but like I kind of that's also kind of New York sports.
That's weird with the.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a third. I don't mind sports teams that much.
Like, all right. Well, I already have. I'll do.
I know
more
it's Philly.
The Eagles number 1.
Yeah.
Nothing like the Sixers, whatever the Flyers. I don't need to go on the tangent about the Eagles fans. They're number 1. I would say number 2 is the Knicks fans.
Oh, you wanted teams, not cities.
Yeah, we'll go back to your teams. You'll do top 3 teams.
Yeah, that's easier for me
all right.
then.
So Knicks, and is number 2 for sure. We saw it with the polls and all that. We grew up in Jersey, and it's just I was a Nets fan growing up. Now I don't really care about the NBA. And then third, actually more from a growing up experience, but like they were just super. I mean, I guess you're gonna be like, these are like worse sports fans in my opinion, just like people to deal with. Giants fans, New York.
Oh, that's I was gonna put.
Yeah, they're.
I have a different hatred, but that's just because they ruined my childhood.
I just like they just like would like suck Eli Manning off.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, you won 17, 14, and 21-7. Like your defense played incredible.
Yeah.
Arguably the best offense of all time. And I get it, you beat the GOAT Brady, but Giants fans just fucking annoying. So yeah, Eagles by far, Knicks, Giants, and then another like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of other. I feel like it's all the Northeast.
Yeah, because we're douchebags.
What about college? I know you love Bama.
I love Bama just because I'm a
lot of people hate them. I don't have anything against them.
Like a
what about
college,
like Duke?
Nah, college is like I can't stand A&M.
Really?
A&M fans, because they suck. Like literally, they can't. I can't tell you one time that A&M.
You know who you do like? Tennessee fans.
I love Tennessee.
Rocky Top, baby. What a fucking song. We will bury Mons at Rocky Top.
No, I want to be buried at Bama.
Wow.
Fucking Brian
I'll
Denny.
spread the ashes there.
There you go.
Even though I'm like 7 years older than you. All right, let's go back to the cities. Let's hear it for the people.
Yeah, so I mean,
top
all right,
three
like,
teams, not cities now.
Teams like the I can't stand the most, Yankees. Number 2, can't stand them. See, it's just gonna be all New York, Knicks and Giants. Like
fine.
Giants and Knicks. Like Giants ruined my childhood, and I was a Pats fan growing up in New Jersey, so that was just 07 and 11 were miserable for me, and whatever. And then Knicks fans, like it's just goes back to everything with New York. You have not done anything
in 30 years,
over a decade. No, it's been. I mean, they just won us 2 Super Bowls within 30 years. You have not done anything in over
for having
a decade.
2 teams
exactly.
Each. Like LA, like they've actually won.
Yeah, they've won shit.
Yeah,
the finals in the COVID year. They won the World Series twice.
The Kings won a couple. The hockey team.
I know they beat the Devils in 2012, but like yes, LA has warranted the right to be douchey.
Other than the Clippers, but the Clippers fans are non-existent.
Like, holy shit, Knicks fans, New York fans as a whole, like you don't deserve the right to act the way you do.
They win a playoff series and they fucking jumping on. The whole city shuts down. I'm like, at least
and they don't pay their bookies.
At least Eagles fans have won some shit.
Yeah, they have.
I got to give them props for that. They're just fucking annoying as hell, and now their roster is nasty. And speaking of the NFL kind of shaking up this year with Jalen Hurts, I've heard a lot of chatter about Jalen Hurts not being a great passer. What are your thoughts on that? Not a great passer, but like. People are kind of throwing him under the rug, and it's like, dude, he did have a great passing year last year. Like, he is a top 10 quarterback.
It's the same thing as Lamar and whatnot. People are always just going to find their narratives and stick with them. It's that simple. I mean, again, he's got 2 Super Bowl appearances. Has Jalen missed the playoffs ever?
As a starter? I don't think so.
Yeah. I mean,
the Eagles have been good.
Never missed the playoffs.
Year.
2 Super Bowl appearances, 1 Super Bowl win, 1 Super Bowl MVP. I mean, what more do you want from him?
Yeah. No, I mean, he's beat the Chiefs. He's been in it twice. Yeah. Like, I got to give the guy props there. Speaking of their division, while we're on the football topic, we didn't really talk about it that much, but I was looking at, like, rankings of top wide receiver duos, and CD and Pickens came in at number 8. What are your thoughts on CD and Pickens, that tandem this year with Dak?
Sorry.
You're good.
Yep, pulled a little
Jewishness. That's all right.
That was a Jewish move for sure. Right when I had to speak. Oh, my bad. Yeah, we're back. Yeah, I think they're going to be a really good duo. I mean, CD is one of the best route runners, one of the best hands in the league. He's already a certified stud. Pickens has had some rough QB play and has produced year in and year out. So.
And now he has Dak, the most consistent quarterback he's had.
I think,
across from CD, to get less coverage. I think they're a top 8. I think that's a fair take.
Who they have at 1?
Guess. Who do you think? It's pretty easy in my opinion. It's like 1. Is
it AJ and Devonta?
No, that was 2.
Is it Tyreek and Waddle?
Oh, you're fucking missing the big one, bro. Jeez. You're missing 2 of the bigger teams that should be in this.
I don't know who.
Number 1 was Cincy.
Oh, duh, yeah.
And then number 3 was Minnesota with Jefferson and Addison, more of the Jefferson side.
Yeah, I feel like that's given a lot of love to Addison, who's a good player, don't get me wrong.
But I think they're getting more of the Jefferson.
That's like 85 15.
I think Chase and Higgins were by far 1.
You're right.
I was surprised the Eagles were 2. Amon-Ra and Jameson Williams were left off of like the top 8.
I'm okay with that.
Who else do you think was in the top couple? You got Tyreek. That was in there. There's one you're going to be like, why are they in there? They're fucking old. But one of them's a beast. He's had like 1,000 yards receiving every year.
Well, okay. Now it's Evans and
Godwin. Yeah.
Is what's up with him? Is he re-signed with the Bucs?
Yeah, he's re-signed. The number 5 team, Rams with Puka and Devontae. I like that duo.
Oh yeah,
that's a nice duo there.
Yeah.
Devontae's older. You got Puka in there. But that's that. Any last words for the people, Mons? Belmont Stakes Saturday, another big horse race.
Yeah,
Really getting into the horsies here.
Big pony day. I'm excited. I don't know who I'm gonna be betting on, but I definitely will be sprinkling some money on some ponies.
We'll probably be at the Gulfstream on Saturday. They have an endless buffet, and we're about to go get some Costco hot dogs. But Ben, it's been a pleasure. No sound effects today from Ben, but that's all right. He's eating a sandwich back there. Great episode again. Thanks, Podcast Junkies here in Boca Raton. We're looking forward to having more guests on coming up. But Chad, you were great to have, and follow us, Make Vegas Pay everywhere, YouTube, Instagram, and have a great week. You're staring at me at one point.